everyone, today's project is welcome to Tiny Takeover. Today's project is bird boxes.
Scoot out. You never leave enough space for me. Right, today we're making the bird boxes, finally. We're going to start off by making all of our measurements. That means maths. You need to add up all these parts so we know how long a piece of wood needs to be. Okay? So can you add up those ones? That's 13, okay? Can you do that? It's quite a big sum, you might have to write it all out. So we're using reclaimed wood for this. I've got old floorboards from the house, so they're kind of 120-year-old fir. They're fine, they're softwood, they're untreated, and that's kind of the main thing for bird boxes. Nothing that's already painted with a paint you don't know what it is. Something that needs to stand up to the elements a bit, but this should be fine. Excuse me, Birdie. You and I need to have a look through here to see if there's any nails or screws in it. I could have been a dentist.
What?
Anyone got any teeth any pulled out? Where is it? Oh, you've got another one there. Oh, and another. Oh, I've had an idea. Do you know what Mummy bought me for Christmas?
Oh.
Hover it over here. Tell me if you hear any beeps. Well, you found one already.
Well, a beep. Yeah. Metal thing in there, what?
Well, that might be my phone. Try again. Yeah. Right, so that piece is good. Hover over here. Okay, so the bird box we're doing is from this website. And this is the website that tells you how to look after birds. This is RSPB. Okay? So, there's loads of different styles of bird boxes, and a lot of the species use different size holes, or they prefer different size holes. I'm sure they're not that fussy, but the one we're going to start with is for the sparrows. We're going to get our long piece of wood, which you've worked out to be 134 centimetres. Yeah? And we'll put this link in the video so people can find it. And you're going to make one each, and then I'm going to make one as well. Going for 25 to start with.
So what do you need to do?
2 and a 5.
Could you help me?
Okay, line the end up with the end of your board. Can you do that? Put the end to here, Faith.
Yeah.
Now you need to measure 20 up this edge. Line your ruler up from one point to the other. And there to there. Start your pencil there and pull the pencil towards you. Or just push it away from you. Whatever. Well done. Now you need to draw a line, Faith. Okay? Put that, use the hand. Put it there and then pull it towards you.
What do I do?
You can do the same. You right front? For front. Okay, that's going to get rid of the dust. We're going to follow that blade. It's going to go all the way along that line. That saw is really good for cutting curves. If you want to cut straight, you use a spinning blade normally. So if you want to do curves, that is a good saw to use. So it's quite hard to keep straight. Right, Faith, do you want to come and do your cutting?
Yeah.
Do you want to go in and get your snack, or?
Yeah. Daddy, can I need this saw?
Not that one.
How about this one? This one?
No,
This one? Please, Daddy, can I use this one?
I'm going to get you a butter knife. That's what you can use.
What's butter knife?
I've done all your pieces, okay? Those are all yours. What if we can, what we need to do is make sure the white is on the outside, okay? So the front should be 200, so that's your front, okay?
Okay, right front.
21 is your roof. This, 17 centimetres. So what you need to do, can you show me where the 8 is? That was Daddy Maths going on there. Okay, so we want 8.5, so we're going to put a little dash there. We want the bottom of the hole to be 150, which is the same as 15, up from the bottom. Okay, so with yours, you've got a knot here.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is where a branch used to come out of this tree. Shall we put your hole there? Otherwise we're going to have 2 holes, aren't we? So your hole will just be off centre a little bit, but that's fine, the birds won't mind. This handle here, this is going to be spinning. This handle here, when you pull it down, can you see the drill bit goes down?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to change the bits to something that might cut a little bit better. How's it looking?
Good.
See through there? Hello! Tweet! Tweet!
Now we need to drill it. Or we can nail it, Daddy.
No. That one. The best thing to do is get our bottoms. Where's your bottom, Faith?
Bottom.
No, not that bottom. Here and here, yeah? So that means we need to put a screw through the sides. Keep drilling until this part here makes a little dent for us. Can you see it's made a little hole? A bigger hole?
Yeah.
So our screw head will go in there, alright? Faith, count yourself out 8 screws, please. Put them in a nice neat pile. You're going to put them in ready, that's a good idea. Can you do that as well, Eden?
Yeah.
You have to give them a turn, a little twist, otherwise they're going to fall out.
Okay.
Okay, now we need to just make sure it's all nice and level. Slide it down like that. Oh yes, good fit. It's number 5 there. That's how far up this bit needs to be. Use this hammer. See if you can tap the bottom until it's level with there. It looks like a good fit. And oh, nearly there, nearly. Whoa, whoa, perfect. Okay, what do we need now? What are we missing? What's going to happen if the birds have got a nest in there right now and it rains?
It's going to get underneath the roof.
Put your roof on then. It's saying that our roof should go in there, but I think that looks a bit... I think these bits here, although it's really not very clear, that the sides should be on the back. So we should have put our screws in here and put this on top of there. Do you know what? I don't think the birds would complain if you did it like that. Now the question is, do you want to leave it fat or do you want me to really quickly turn it from this into how it should be? Yeah. Should we do it like it should be? Okay. So now,
10 minutes.
yours is thin.
10 minutes.
Not 10 minutes. That should fit on there. See?
Yay, now it fits.
Okay. Now, Faith, do you want to leave yours? Do you want to leave yours as it is? Like that? Help me cut the rubber, because I know you're good at snipping with scissors, aren't you? Yeah? I'll go and find some rubber.
Do I need some rubber?
You do. Do you want to get really fancy with yours, Faith? What we should do is use the plane in the vise. See, this has got a very sharp blade there. And we're going to push it along this edge because we want a nice angle there for your roof. Okay?
Where's the
Hold on to the
pencil?
knob. And you're going to push. Can you feel it cutting the wood? Yeah? Get back and again. Right, now have a look. Can you see how it's taken a little bit off there? And see how you got these little ribbons? It's a bit like when you snip material.
Yeah.
Isn't it nice? Not noisy like a noisy electric tool, is it? Nice and quiet. Can you see the ribbons coming out like spaghetti?
Yeah.
Would you like to eat some?
No!
How about that, Faith? It's not good enough yet, is it? Need to improve on that a little bit. Just take.
Minus.
You smell that? How nice does that smell? There you go, that's better.
And I.
See, all the lines are really close together. That's because it's really nice old wood. Yeah, if I was to show you this.
And this is so big and this is so tiny.
And this is much stronger. There you go. So this, same thickness, isn't it? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years it took for this bit to grow, that thickness. How many years did it take to grow that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14.
14 years. Crazy. Your bottoms around that way. Show your bottoms to the camera. Right, your one's already got that hole there, so I'm just going to drill. Right, so some holes in the bottom, and we need one hole up here. Right, I couldn't find the rubber. What I really wanted is the rubber from the roof.
We've still got a bit to do, but Daddy's going to finish it off because we want to play. And
What do I
we
need
need
to
to
finish?
get some rubber in there.
Yeah, so I can use rubber from the roof, or we could, Daddy might use some of this lead. They can, I'll trim that on there. So that stops the rain getting down the back. Your one's all planed now, isn't it, at the back? So it's got a nice angle there, so it won't have a big gap. Okay, so what hole was this one for?
A sparrow, but it could also be for our blue twit.
A blue twit. And your one, show me your one. Your one is blue tit size. Could you fit in there?
No!
You sure?
When I curled it like small, I think.
What, if you curled up small, you'd be able to fit in there?
Yeah.
You can go out and play. I'm going to finish my bird box and then we'll have 3 and we'll hang them all up. Okay? Right, while the girls are enjoying the sunshine, I'm going to make a bird box as well. So I took a log from the firewood pile and I cut the lid off, or the front off, which I'm going to leave the bark on. And then I cut the wedge out the middle. So I've kind of got this. We can lose this for now. The front can go back on, and then I'm going to take our cheese slice of log and I'm going to cut a section for the top and a section for the bottom, and hopefully it'll all fit back together. I ended up having to cut a slope for the top in a really ropey way. Then I think I caught, yeah, I did. Caught one of the brads on the bandsaw, which probably wrecked that blade. To waterproof the top, as I can't find any of that EPDM, I've got some lead here, which is meant to have gone to the scrap metal merchants to get some pocket money back. To do the girls, I'm just going to use little strips of lead, like I said. It'll be it'll be okay, but ideally you want to use rubber or perhaps a little bit of felt or even an inner tube, I think I read. But this should be fine.
Now we're gonna hang these up in our garden for somewhere to put. And these holes, they're gonna help us hang them up. And to do that, we're gonna use these. We're gonna do a very special signpost. Remember, you can buy one of Daddy's special mugs. Thanks for watching. See you later, alligator.